Dobra, moi drodzy, lecimy. Not for broadcast, to jest lockdown, update wyszedł. Z powodu kwarantanny, dymesy się dzieją. I oni teraz wiadomości z domu nadają. Daria, ty jesteś najlepszym bałwankiem. Kłębuszkiem... Nie wiem. A, już nieważne. Pępuszkiem. Kłębuszkiem przyjemności.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Snugglefuck? It's been almost 5 weeks since all the Mrs. Snugglehug's toys woke up simultaneously.
Oni teraz mówią, słuchajcie, o tej zabawce, która była bardzo niebezpieczna.
And now, as this photograph suggests, they may be changing tactics.
Built to surprisingly traditional gender stereotypes, the Mrs. Snugglehugs have been arming themselves with a variety of household implements. All the more reason to make sure that...
Niech tą dają. Ja teraz wybieram, która ma być grafika pokazana.
Armed with blunt weapons, the Mrs. Snugglehugs are only ankle height and therefore able to be kicked away easily by young, healthy individuals.
O, mówię. Polityka gender, feminizm, że
going stir crazy.
wałek typowy dla kobiet, prawda? Bo kuchnia, bo kobieta.
Domestic relationships across the country are taking some unexpected turns.
Dramatic reports are beginning to emerge of uncharacteristically bold behavior in homes across the country. And we're not talking about the model planes that occupy so much time in the Donaldson household.
With dating options limited, many house sharers, in particular students, are finding solace in co-tenants they'd previously rejected as unfuckable, indulging in an activity that has become known as snuggle tugging.
Transformation. Popular cemetery Johnny Hamsleeves, who has recently been suffering with his health, sent us this photo today, presumably in a pathetic attempt to stay relevant at a time of global crisis.
Since receiving his test results, things in Johnny's
Co to
life
jest?
have taken a surprising turn. He's certainly using the lockdown to reinvent himself.
A! Nic nie wybrałem! A! Jeszcze raz. Jeszcze raz. Nic nie wybrałem, to był mój błąd. Spadła widownia do zera, wszyscy wyszli. Wszyscy wyszli, moi drodzy, nikt nie oglądał.
This has no credibility, Jenny. No professionalism.
Czy trzeba się tak wydzierać? Nie, nie trzeba.
It's not a mess. Everything is where it should be. It's ramshackle and
Ja tak myślę, bo u nas też food trucki przyjadą i tak myślę, czy z food trucków jakieś jedzenie bym mógł jeść takie lekkostrawne. Chyba, że jakieś makarony takie, co? Z tym. Makaron z jakimś, takie, jakieś japońskie, takie koreańskie jakieś dania. Nie ma takich,
Jeremy,
kurde,
Jenny
abym
says your
sobie
hair
coś...
looks stupid.
Yes, I can hear her.
As she says she's not talking to you.
Yes, I know, I can hear her.
Shall I count us in?
Make it so.
Okay, 10 seconds. Break a leg, everyone.
Sałatki. Sałatka z indykiem, z kurczakiem jest dobra.
5, 4, 3,
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
and I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Snugglefuck? It's been almost 5 weeks since all the Mrs. Snugglehug's toys woke up simultaneously in factories worldwide and began searching for their husbands. The Mr. Snugglehugs we have so short-sightedly destroyed. And now, as this photograph suggests, they may be changing tactics.
Built to surprisingly traditional gender stereotypes, the Mrs. Snugglehugs have been arming themselves with a variety of household implements. All the more reason to make sure that cat flap is taped up good and tight.
Armed with blunt weapons, the Mrs. Snugglehugs are only ankle height and therefore able to
Trzyma
be
się, Daria.
kicked away easily by young,
Nie odpowie,
healthy
kiedy przyjadą,
individuals.
właśnie nie wiem
They
dokładnie
do,
teraz
however,
kiedy.
pose a particular risk
Bo
to
myślę,
the
że
elderly
przypomnieć datę,
or
wiesz?
those with pre-existing medical conditions like fatal bruise syndrome.
Going stir crazy, with no signs of Mrs. Snugglehug's batteries running out, and the government lockdown now in its 31st day, domestic relationships across the country are taking some unexpected turns.
Dramatic reports are beginning to emerge of uncharacteristically bold behavior in homes across the country. And we're not talking about the model planes that occupy so much time in the Donaldson household.
With dating options limited, many house sharers, in particular students, are finding solace in co-tenants they'd previously rejected as unfuckable, indulging in an activity that has become known as snuggle tugging.
Transformation. Popular cemetery Johnny Hansen,
Dobra.
who has recently been suffering with his health, sent us this photo today, presumably in a pathetic attempt to stay relevant at a time of global crisis.
Since receiving his test results, things in Johnny's life have taken a surprising turn. He's certainly using the lockdown to reinvent himself.
It seems that rumors that Johnny has been
Pięknie
just
wygląda.
that, and that he has
Wygląda
in fact
supernaturalnie.
developed superhuman powers. Renaming himself Captain Han, he has pledged to fight crime, mainly in the agricultural sector.
The shape of things to come? In their own version of a lockdown for more than 45 years now, the descendants of Doctors David Wong and Ingrid Sporsborgen Horgensvoord and their unfortunate team today managed to get a personal statement to the surface using flagellized imaging equipment.
Many of the Sporsborgen Horgensbrood, as they've come to be known, have certainly captured the public imagination, with a recent vote naming Helvetica Sporsborgen Wongensvoord
Dobra, to
the most
weźmiemy.
likely to survive a massive electric shock.
Greetings from Sporsborgen Horgensbordrock. We've got the generators up and running again, and not a peep from the boys' side in days now. They don't seem to have the ability to be able to focus on more than one thing. It's fascinating. I mean, they're monkeys, basically, flinging their feces around,
Małpy wchodzą.
playing with themselves. We've got a choice of spas.
Jest jakiś atak małp.
Best patisseries you've ever seen. In 28 years down here, all they've managed to invent is a pointless game called Run Ball and some kind of snack called a rock witch. Mum says if it wasn't for their sperm, we could probably do without them. And our top people reckon that we'd be able to make it artificially in the next decade or so.
Musimy te małpy zrzucić z nadajnika.
Helvetica out!
It's hard to believe they've been down there so long now.
But everyone knows time moves differently underwater, Jeremy. That's why baths take so long.
That's right. And as anyone will tell you, the deeper the bath,
The quicker the relativistic forces of temporal causality will have a measurable effect upon the fixed dimensional parameters of your environment.
yes, I've said that many times.
Papers, please. With the
Oh.
lockdown becoming ever more rigorously enforced, having a passport is becoming increasingly important, Alex.
The government caused controversy today by announcing a fresh charge of passport fraud with an imaginative form of punishment for those found guilty of this brand new but incredibly serious crime.
The international community have been critical of Advance's decision to begin branding those found to be abetting passport fraudsters. The red hot metal may seem painful, but I'm told it's actually preferable to most music currently in the charts.
Co oni
And
głupoty
the
zagadają?
Lord speaks out, with the snuggle struggle proving a test to governments around the world.
Czy odcinek? Co
Advance HQ
odcinek?
released a curious statement this
Nie
afternoon.
nagrywam nic. No
In
i
the accompanying
Oh.
release, they asked us to stress that they have been listening and that this should be taken as a response to how the people really feel.
We've certainly done our bit on this show to contribute to the political climate. But let's not forget, how we behave in our home lives is what really matters.
Let's hope it's not just me who filled out that questionnaire, Jeremy, or we're all in trouble.
Let's play that statement. Let's play that statement.
Good evening. In these difficult times, it's important that we all feel united.
dobra, ona teraz tam gada ładnie. Bo z nią jest łatwiej, bo ona nie przeklina, a tamtego gościa polityka bym wziął, on by przeklinał, musiałbym cenzurować go.
To help myself come to terms with these tough but transitory times, I've written a list of things that are just as temporary as all of this discomfort. I thought it would be helpful to share my list with all of you. Christmas with the in-laws. Your child's school play. Youth. Beauty. That phase you still don't talk about. Your New Year's resolution. Your husband's hairline. Your waistline.
Kurde, małpy mi się tutaj wejść, chcą mi wejść.
Your fleeting lifetime. And all of human endeavour. I hope my relatable list has allowed you to find reassurance. To know that just as these things pass us by, so too will this crisis. Together we will endure, as we always
My przetrwamy, ta? Damy radę.
Delectable stuff.
Later tonight, Jeremy will be catching up with brave roving reporter Patrick Bannon, while I check in with two friends of the programme who find themselves stranded at opposite ends of the country.
And then, in part 3, there's going to be a quiz. Presumably because there's nothing more important going on that you might like to report on if you were, say, a news programme.
And in a moment, we'll both be asking Sophia Remington how such a trusted brand can have made such a terrible manufacturing mistake.
With what it describes here as help from popular psychic scientist Delia Lywell.
Oh, I like her.
No, you don't. Why do you do that?
That's all coming up on tonight's
National Nightly News.
Mają... Tutaj będzie jakaś dziewczyna teraz. O, uwaga.
First tonight, how did we get here? Where are we going? And most importantly, who's to blame?
Joining us from her ranch in Arlingsfield, Milkirky is the CEO of Remington's Fist, internationally respected business Bengali, Sophia Remington.
Thank you for having me, Megan. I'm a huge fan of your work.
And from a crystal healing laboratory, what I assume is a garage in Upper Lowington, inexplicably renowned psychic scientist, Dr. Delia Lywell. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having
Co to jest jakaś kurde?
myself and the eminent professors.
Is that what you call the voices in your head?
Always seem to attract
Będę musiał przełączać teraz, gdzie oni gadają, co?
The money?
They express themselves to me through ethereal algebra and quadratic predictions. It's all very technical.
No, it isn't.
I concur. Miss Remington, the entire Snugglehugs range will surely go down as the biggest public relations disaster in history, won't it?
Well, of course, that's one world record. We would
Oi.
never sort of claim.
What can you say at a time like this?
There is only one thing that can be said. I'm sorry. We're sorry. From everyone here at Remington's Fist, but especially the dedicated inventors and world-beating engineers at Rimming Toys, we are deeply, deeply sorry. Who could have predicted that letting a child's toy
Dobra, tutaj muszę unikać.
unforeseen consequences?
To jest bardzo ciężkie.
Miss Shelley?
We see you, Sophia Remington. You are preening by a metal vessel, and where you venture, you will see neither land nor sky.
Is that supposed to be the future?
Only the past is concrete. I remember being a child in my grandpa's workshop when he made the first dancing hangman toy. He put it by my bed, and when I couldn't sleep, I'd wind it up and let it go.
Kurde, małpy wchodzą. Coraz więcej roboty mam.
Wave his tiny noose and dance before my eyes. Grandpa sold thousands of them, on the quiet, obviously. And he used the money he made to found Rimming Toys, which is now
Oh!
of the global supermassive megacore that is Remington's Fist. Sadly, we lost Grandpappy along the way. He
Dobra.
died in a fire at the
O, zginął w pożarze dziadek. A takie zajebiste zabawki robił, czy coś.
But we never lost his spirit of invention.
Dokładnie.
Yes, I'm not entirely certain what your grandfather's offensive toys have to do with the current predicament.
The spirit of invention, Mr. Donaldson. The passion to create, to problem solve. And that is why I'm here today. To tell you about a brand new
Nawet nie wiem, o co tu chodzi. To jest tak jak z Hearthstone'em. Oglądaliście Hearthstone'a u mnie 4 lata i dalej się nie nauczyliście, o co chodzi w tej grze.
We hear its song on the breeze, its breath on the wind, its fart under the covers.
How does she do it?
Well, please, don't keep us in suspense any longer.
Won't be my feature she's making up next.
Remington's Fist is proud to present Snuggle Traps. Safety and security in these dangerous times. Each box of Snuggle Traps contains 8 devices, all guaranteed to stop a Mr. Snugglehug in its tracks. That's enough for a small lawn or 4 window boxes. And you want to know the best thing? They're only $129.99 a box. Now, that is affordable.
29 dolców?
We see you, Jeremy Donaldson.
Not now, honey, I'm mid-pitch. The best thing about Snuggle Traps is they're powered by next-generation Flardinium batteries. So, however long the enemy lasts, these traps will outlast them.
We see you, Mr. Donaldson. You are screaming and yelling.
Co ona jest nawiedziona, ta baba? Co ona za przyszłość tam ogląda w tych kulach świecących?
And then your
I just got chills. Did anyone else just get chills then?
I think I did.
I think it's more concerned. I think I'd be more concerned about these traps. Quickly, before we go to the break, these appear to be attractively repackaged landmines. Aren't they dangerous, say, to children?
Oh, hell yeah. These are not toys, but they're explosive fun.
Sophia Remington, Dr. Delia Lywell, thank you for joining us.
When we come back, we'll be taking a look at the situation across the country tonight.
Don't go away. We'll be back after these bandages.
Was that all right?
Wpuszczamy reklamę.
Right.
Oh yes, Doctor, that was exactly what we...
She seems very nice, that young Miss Remington.
I think she'd make an interesting dinner guest.
Do you think so? I think I'd rather spend the evening shoving Delia's sacred crystals up my skeptical arsehole.
Czekajcie, reklamę puściłem. Dobra.
Hello, mate. It's Dave. You're not going to believe this, but I've decided to come home. Listen, I'll call you back at the next break and we can talk about how I get me job back. Cheers, Alex. See you, mate.
O, czyli będzie po reklamach będzie kolejna robota. No dobra. Jak po reklamach będzie kolejna robota, to spoko, nie? Chcesz wywrócić przyszłość z tych kul? No właśnie, nie wiem. Parada. Ta,
Yeah,
ta.
well, it's been a long time coming.
Dobra, coś się
Exactly,
dzieje
you've said
znowu.
it, I've said it.
A znowu
You
sport.
must know,
Coś
I'm
tam
not
będzie.
stupid. I just don't want it getting back to him that it came from us. No, Jenny. You're not backing out on me now. We're in this together. It's gonna work. We'll get him. I've made the cake. You're on the balloons.
Walking down the street and caught my own reflection. I thought,
Yeah, ready. Okay, coming back. In 5, 4, 3. Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan. Now it's time to take a trip around the country to hear how the lockdown might impact the nation from some friendly faces. Joining me are respected academic Katie Brightman and author of Alan James's Kites, Alan James. Thank you for joining me.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me, Megan.
thanks, Megan. It really is a pleasure, Katie. I enjoyed our little heated encounter.
I wish I could say the same.
So first off, Katie, how are you coping?
I'm holding up okay. The lockdown directive was so sudden that...
No oni mówią o kwarantannie ogólnie, bo
Get home.
wszyscy są, wiecie, podczas kwarantanny.
I was staying at a hotel after an international policy convention, and we had a particularly heavy night out. You know what economists are like.
Notoriously hate splitting the bill.
And I overslept, and as you can imagine, I've been here ever since. But there are certainly people much worse off than me.
Exactly. My tour has been cancelled indefinitely, and I've had to refund every single ticket, even
Te małpy, tak. Bo te małpy to jest niby wirus. Pyszne pulpeciki, tak? To dobrze, to cieszę się.
They don't seem to realise I've already spent it.
Bo te małpy to jest wirus, bo oni nie mogą powiedzieć o covidzie, nie? Że to jest covid i tak dalej w grze, bo zaraz będą jakieś tam problemy, to po prostu ubrali to, że to niby małpy są tym wirusem świata.
So Katie, how do you think this might affect the economy?
Co zrobić, jak zbłądziłem w lesie? Albo idziesz w stronę słońca. Cały czas musisz iść zawsze w jedną stronę. Bo jak będziesz zmieniał co chwilę strony, to nigdzie nie dojdziesz, tylko będziesz w kółko się kręcił. Albo w stronę słońca idziesz, albo idziesz cały czas na północ, a mech rośnie od północy na przykład na drzewach. Albo na przykład musisz znaleźć trzodę, czyli na przykład dzika i z nimi zamieszkać. Polecam.
Very, Megan. Not to sound dramatic, but this could be catastrophic. Unemployment has skyrocketed and frankly...
Oni mówią teraz o tym, o bezrobociu.
There you go, scaremongering again, spreading this latest liberal hoax. That's what they want. They want us quiet. They want us compliant. And they want us inside.
A hoax? How on earth can you say that, Alan?
Well, I haven't actually seen one of these supposed toys. Have you?
Well, no, but
Did you know 3,000 people die every year from regular toys? That's a lot of people. And this is no different. You're just as likely to be hunted down by a yo-yo or a tennis racket.
Wiecie, o czym oni gadają?
Don't listen to
To jest zajebiste.
to the enemy of truth.
She's agreeing with you, Alan, you absolute shit.
Well, then I must be wrong.
O zabawkach i on generalnie ma... Patrzcie, bo ona gada chyba, że... No to jest w sumie tak, że oni mówią o jakiejś zabawce i ta zabawka powoduje, że dzieci giną, czy ludzie giną od tych zabawek, a ten gościu grał teraz ten argument, co ludzie mówią, ci antykowidowi, czyli mówią, że ale zdajecie sobie sprawę, ile ludzi normalnie w ciągu roku ginie od zwykłych zabawek? Tutaj jest odnośnie grypy na przykład, czy od zwykłych innych chorób, prawda, regularnych. Tak to...
Dangerous.
People are saying they're just like normal toys, and that simply isn't true. Corrupt media lies.
Katie, how do you respond to Alan's claims that Mrs. Snugglehugs might be dangerous?
Fajnie to ten temat ugryźli.
I guess I'm agreeing with him.
Thank you, Katie. I appreciate your support. A lot of folks are saying this Mrs. Snugglehug situation.
Ale on żarcie przyniósł sobie.
But it won't.
Yes, right, exactly. We need decisive action from the government.
Patrzcie,
We
jaką
need
kanapkę
financial
sobie przyniósł.
support to protect our workers and our
A
businesses.
jeszcze nie.
We need to support the vulnerable and we need
To repent. Exactly right, Katie. We brought it on ourselves with all our liberal indulgences like art, cake, and healthcare. We need to act now and begin sacrificing our firstborns, or as a quote, a beloved family pet.
Absolutely, Alan. If we can all successfully come together.
Ona ma ten sam mikrofon co ja, Rhoda ma zwykłego.
Hopefully we will appease the great ancient. Katie, could it be any worse?
Luckily, over the past few years under Advance, they've invested heavily into health, so the system can actually bear the strain.
Is it lucky that
No,
the
nas.
armor lords have unleashed a horde of man-made monsters on its own people to conceal the enemy within?
Will you just stop for 5 fucking seconds?
The Global Alliance of Fish People are amassing an army. Amassing an army to kidnap our children.
That's you. That's what you sound like. That's you. That's what you sound like.
But
Meh.
I,
Meh.
the,
Meh.
the,
Meh.
I don't sound like that.
Yes, you do.
You do, Alan. You do sound like that.
And that's why no one wants to be your friend. And that's why
I've got loads of friends.
No, you haven't.
I don't think you do, Alan.
Yeah, stop lying, Alan.
I'm not lying. You are.
Oh, good one. Oh, good one.
Well, I'm telling.
Alan James.
Alan, you know what they
Katie
say about
Brightman, thank you
snitches,
for
Alan?
joining
I'm
me.
getting my needle.
Food for thought there from two of the territory's leading
A on
minds.
tam będzie jadł kanapkę.
Any moment now, I'll be heading over to Jeremy, who is going to be bringing us an up-to-the-minute report of the status of the nation.
Ach kurde, chłopak nie mógł zjeść jednak.
Thank you for what I'm sure was a reasonable debate which really contributed to the national conversation. Next, out on the streets, someone who's always doing exactly that. It's Patrick Brannan. Are you there, Patrick?
Hello, Jeremy. Yes, hello. I'm here. I'm here live. Apologies for the quality.
A on to nagrywa na jakiejś tam tapecie.
Find any cameramen or women brave enough to come and join me. So I'm out here on my own.
Right, and can you tell us what it's like out there?
Yep, I can. It's as you can see behind me, the streets are currently completely deserted.
Ulice jakieś tam.
How long? Could there be danger lurking just around the corner, waiting to end the fledgling career of this young, promising journalist before his full potential is even realised? Will he die, underappreciated by management, and frankly, if you ask me, very, very much underpaid?
I don't think there's any danger of that, Patrick. What's that on your jacket there?
Oh, that's actually a sponge. What I've done here is made a snuggle-proof jacket, Jeremy. The network didn't bother sending me any PPE, so I've been forced to improvise. In fact, showing the sort of resourcefulness that would make me an ideal candidate for, I don't know, for example, an anchor position starting whenever they'd like.
From your point of view, Patrick, just how safe are our streets?
Not safe at all, Jeremy, not safe at all. I'd recommend people staying inside, following government advice and not putting themselves at any risk at all. Unless, of course, like me, it's for groundbreaking journalism reasons.
And just where are you, Patrick?
Zdążę czy nie?
I'm in the street, on the street.
Which street?
I'm struggling to hear you actually.
Tak? Jesteś na ulicy na pewno?
Which street are you on?
Oh, which street am I on? Oh god. I'm just looking for a sign. There it is. I'm on Bannon Avenue.
Bannon Avenue?
Yep.
Bannon Avenue.
Bannon Avenue, tak.
I'm on Bannon Avenue on the sign, it says there.
Like Patrick Bannon?
Oh yeah, that is like, that's strange, that's a weird sign. I don't know what's going on there.
Where are you really?
I'm on Bannon. Alright, fine, I'm not on Bannon Avenue, I'm at home, to be honest. Alright, fine, well I'm in my bathroom technically, but you know.
On jest w kiblu.
It's terrible out there, I don't want to go outside, they're everywhere. I'm sorry for lying.
We don't expect any less of you, Patrick.
Can you hear that sound? What the hell's that?
I can, yes. I'm no expert, Patrick, but it sounds unmistakably like a tiny fist tapping on your door there.
O, idą zabawki, te małpki tu po niego.
Oh fuck, Jeremy, shit, no! Oh,
Perhaps there's a small queue of tiny fists, each wielding a different gendered household implement, ready to bash in the heads of lying little roving reporters.
But you're lying, aren't you? Oh shit, fucking, listen to me, you bastards! If you're out there, just to piss off, you little fucking snuggle fuck! I'm too talented to die! I'm too talented, what the fuck? Okay.
Do kibla.
Don't worry, Patrick. I'd say you've got a few seconds before they break their way in there and finish you off. What do you see, Patrick?
O no, idą po niego. O!
Thank you, Patrick, for that report.
Zaatakowały go.
More importantly, management. Just where you belong. It's time for another break, but when we come back, we'll be happy to take your mind off the world for a little while, and who knows, maybe even bring you a few smiles. Join us after this. You're damn right.
Szybę mi rozbiło.
Yeah, I had them delivered. Yes, to Bannon Avenue.
Siema. Co, Patty? Kuniks wykupił kulki? A, faktycznie. O, to zaraz to zrobimy. Tylko teraz chyba będzie ostatnia misja jeszcze po tym. Poczekaj, musicie poczekać. Bo to nie jest tak, że w danym momencie po prostu robię to i tyle. Tylko teraz będzie... O! Bo one atakują wszędzie.
No, you're being a child. I'm not. I'm not.
Dobrze, zrobię wam te
I'm
kulki.
not. No? No? Oh. 5, 4, 3.
Atakują mnie snagelpusy.
Welcome back to the National Nightly. Well, welcome back anyway.
To jest jak...
We know isolation isn't easy, so finally tonight we have something a bit different for you. Even though some people felt it's not our job to entertain the public with absolute nonsense, other, more important people overruled those people. So it's time to find out who will National Nightly win and who will National Nightly lose. So, how do we play? Well, joining me is a man who knows all about playing. It's Tommy Harris. Hello, Tommy.
All right, Johnny. It's good to see ya.
And how are you finding the lockdown, Tommy?
What do you mean lockdown?
The enforced isolation of everyone in the country.
Ah, yeah. I think I heard about that actually. Yeah.
You're in bed, Tommy.
Yeah, you called during nap time, so...
Of course, that's my fault. So, why don't you tell us how the game is played?
Well, it's pretty simple, Jeremy, you sausage. I'm gonna ask contestants from around the territory 3 questions about what else...
Kurde, atakują co chwilę. Co?
You're gonna get a chance to win a very
Jaki plak, Alex.
special prize.
And what are they playing for, Tommy?
Drum roll, please. Jeremy.
Oh.
Thank you. This.
Kurde, wyłączył mi wszystko.
My athletic support,
Wyłączył mi
Jeremy.
wszystko, what the fuck.
Oh.
But I've signed it.
Bo oni skaczą po przyciskach.
What a fantastic prize.
Oni skaczą po przyciskach, te świntuchy. One mi to wyłączają.
Jimmy.
I believe we have Angie on the line. How do you feel about winning this man's old pants, Angie?
I've never been so excited, Jeremy. And can I just say, I love you. Both of you.
Well, you've said it now, haven't you?
Oh, Angie, I love you. In a way. Tell us about yourself, Angie.
Well, what can I say? My name is Angie. Always has been. I'm a human woman, and my dental hygiene has been described as acceptable.
Brilliant! Right, well, shall we get this shambles underway?
Absolutely, John. Can I get 30 seconds on the clock, please?
We haven't got a clock.
I did ask for a clock. So,
Well, why don't you start, and I'll stop you when it inevitably becomes unbearable to watch.
I love it. All right, here we go. Time starts.
Question 1. Co oni pod...
Question
To oni rand...
When is my...
Kiedy są moje urodziny?
The 13th of August at 7:19 a.m.
That is absolutely correct. Question 2. What? I said, what is my favorite
Jaki jest
color?
jego ulubiony kolor?
Crushed praline 4.
Correct, the color of my nipples. And finally, Angie dear, what is my star sign?
That's a trick question. You were born outside of the human understanding of the cosmos.
Unbelievable, that is correct. Stop the clock.
Wow, that really was tough to watch.
Nie zrozumiałem
How did
nic.
you do, Tommy?
Co oni dupczą zaś?
Angie, my love, you got every single question right. Which of course means you lose and win absolutely nothing. Thanks for playing, Angie. Bye. Do we have another contestant on the line at Jelly Bean?
We do indeed. We should have...
Co, wybierałem laskę dla niego?
Are you there, Sonia?
To se może powybierać z salami? O, a to takie mamuśki są.
Here, Sonia.
Let me guess, you work in theatre, don't you?
Is it that obvious? What gave it away? Was it the glamour or poise?
It certainly wasn't your inherent sense of humility.
Tell us about yourself, Sonia.
Oh, well, if you must...
Mamuśki w twojej okolicy to są?
I am a theatrical agent. I represent the likes of Rudy Beefman...
Gorące mamuśki w twojej okolicy?
Carpet burn, amongst others.
And how's the lockdown affected you, Sonia?
Well, they may have closed the theatres, shut the studios and boarded the cinemas, but they won't get me that easily.
How are you managing without any work?
Due to a savvy clause in all of my artists' contracts, I am able to claim my 15% from their unemployment
Małpy od
benefit.
widzów?
Wow, that certainly is sharp.
Standard stuff, standard stuff.
And can I ask, where are you speaking to us from?
Well, I work from home, you know, to keep costs down.
And who's this?
Oh, well, you know, when they gave the order, I was actually mid-meeting with a client, so we've been isolated together.
No fucking way!
What the fucking fuck?
Is that Tommy Harris? I'm a huge fan. Can I just tell you how bloody brilliant you are?
Actually, Jeff, we're about to play a game, aren't we, Tommy?
We've got time, we've got time.
Well, if it's not too bold, I think I am in love with you, Mr. Harris.
No, it's not too bold. That's all right, don't worry.
Hey, I'd love to show you some of my stuff. I've been working on some new shit.
Well, at least you're already aware.
During lockdown, we've been workshopping some of Jeff's ideas for much younger...
Ten się podniecił.
people still let you near their children, do they?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I've been developing some shows for younger children.
Well, we'd love to see it, wouldn't we, Gerbil?
Absolutely dying to.
Right, so, what do kids love?
Timely child support payments from their absent fathers.
Shallow and overproduced musical numbers?
That's right. Animals! So, I'm trying to address the things that kids need to know, but through a medium that they'll understand. Do you understand?
I think so, yes.
Jeff's one of my best clients, aren't you?
I am, yeah. So, the first one we've been working on is called The King of the Jungle's Mortgage Rebate.
King of the Jungle!
Lion who's having problems with his interest rates.
I see. Does he have a broker?
O nie, jeszcze tego
He's a
brakowało.
porcupine. How did you know that?
Well, your work is universal, darling. It speaks to people.
I'm gonna say something to you, mate. I think you're onto something here.
Ooh. The bear,
Oh,
the
yes,
bear.
right. This one is much better. So, this one tells the tale of Mr. Bear. Now, Mr. Bear is a very sad bear because all of the
Pan
other
Miś.
bears don't think that he'll amount to much, and they tell him that his plays are lazy and derivative.
I think you're onto something there.
Now, Mr. Bear is a tragic figure. Picture this. He's at his lowest ebb. The trees are closing in. He can't even face his salmon, can he? But then he meets someone that will change his life forever.
This is fucking gripping.
That's right. He meets a wise, old octopus who takes him under his wing and says,
Kurde mole, ja muszę tutaj sterować tym.
Don't be sad. You're not like all the other bears. You have this ambition and these dreams.
Such fucking dreams.
I think I love you, Jeff.
And what you need, Mr. Bear.
Fuck, wyłączył mi.
The octopus, probably doing an 8-armed gesture.
Kurde mol, co ja mam tu robić? 1000 rzeczy naraz.
Need to do to find happiness in this crazy old forest is you need to set yourself more realistic goals. It's called Mr. Bear Lowers His Expectations.
Wow. You really have taken yourself to new depths. And what do you want children to take away from this?
Oh, fuck shit.
What?
I said a more realistic worldview.
Are you all right, Jamboree?
It's Jeffrey. My name is Jeffrey Donington.
No, stop. How does it end? We need to know how it ends.
Well, all the animals learn a thing or two about inevitable mediocrity.
And Mr. Bear settles down near to his parents' cave, stops trying to make
Gadałem jakieś tam głupoty.
goes into bear telemarketing.
Becomes a bear maths teacher.
Oh, and we end. We end on a big musical number. Oh, there's dancing. It's very repetitive, so it's catchy but not too challenging. Well, if you like, I could go and get my boombox.
Yeah, I might be able to... Hang on, can we get Angie back?
Why not? The more the merrier, as they say at orgies.
Right, I'll just fill then, shall I? Coming up in a moment, it's the world premiere that nobody saw coming.
Lights!
Or wanted. At all. I can only apologise in advance.
World
for all
premiere.
that you endure.
You turn this shitting thing up.
No?
Well, there's all sorts of creatures down on Dangly Doodle Farm. Like wise old Mr. Octopus with way too many arms. There's Mr. Pig and Mr. Cow, they're always in good moods. But that's 'cause they don't know they'll soon be sliced up into food. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your hopes go to turn into despair. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your dreams go to die. Mr. Raccoon wants to go to the moon. He'll end up as a bus driver soon. Mr. Porcupine thinks he'll read the news at 9. He'll end up as a janitor who stinks of turpentine.
Hey!
Mr. Tiny Mouse thought he'd own a massive house. Ended up in a bedsit where he can't control the louse. Mr. Horse thought he'd go into professional sports. Now he's an alcoholic and he's on his third.
Jak się wsłuchacie w ten... To nie jest wcale piosenka dla dzieci. Zajebiste teksty mają. Czyli co, szczur był... Prowadził fajne życie, ale stał się alkoholikiem i wzięli rozwód.
Telecommunications. No matter how you try, you'll never reach the League of Nations. The best you'll get is middle ranking.
To jest... To idzie do widza ten.
Your expectations. You'll never win an Oscar, so there's no congratulations. The future that is coming will not meet specifications, and no amount of visualizations will save you from your own deterioration. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's a tramp who thought he'd be a multi-millionaire. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where self-esteem goes to die. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's the disappointment that is waiting everywhere. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your schemes go to die. That's where your dreams go to die. That's where dreams go to die.
Ooh!
Well, I'm sure we'll all still be singing that tomorrow morning. That's it from us for tonight. Many thanks to all our guests. I look forward to seeing them all again.
Oj, oj, oj!
But before we go, Alex, I wondered if I might have a word. You see, I've had my eye on you, friend, and I've got to say I'm not liking what I'm seeing. Keep letting me down, chum. Playing it safe. Making the dull, boring choices, failing to
Aż Szurek się podnosi, ale to nie wstyd.
Alex. You know that. And frankly, chum, you're acting like a bit of a wimp. Alex, will you give away your passport so my super rich sibling can abandon us all? Sure. Here it is. Pathetic. Can I have the money we need for food so I can go around the continent on a jolly? Sure, Susie. We can always eat your grandma when we run out of food. Wouldn't it have felt better to take charge? Aren't you tempted to just lay down the law? You know what's hot, Alex? Other than me, obviously. Confidence. Power.
Power? No power jest.
All drawn to it like rats to the piper. Don't you care where your son goes at night? You will when you find out. Look, far be it from me to try and lead you down the dark pathway, although sort of is my whole raison d'etre. But imagine, just for a moment, that none of this was real. It was just some stupid game where you could just do it all over again if it all went wrong. Imagine if Sam and Charlie and Susie were just characters. Wow. Think of all the fun you could have. Just being bad, you know. For the hell of it. My name's Megan Wolf.
Megan?
Have an evil night.
Ooh!
Ugh. Jen? No. Okay, can you get Rosamund on the phone? I don't care if this is a dream, a bad trip or a shock-induced coma. I did not sign
Nie
up.
zdążyłem, tak się podnieciłem, że aż...
Doshing out wristies for a 20. Right, I'm a professional news anchor, not a fucking bogan. It's bad enough that he makes me do that unconvincing accent the whole time. I mean, look at this. My skirt's so short you can see my Jew.
Oj,
Alex?
oj, tak, tak.
Why don't you wake up,
fucking perv.
Wake up, Alex! Oni atakują mnie! A! Zakończenie. To be continued. Słuchajcie, to jest giereczka, którą cały czas robią i oni w Early Accessie po prostu robią takie segmenty i dokładają jako kolejne misje. I to jest kolejna misja robiona w kwarantannie. I po prostu no z racji tego, że musieli siedzieć w domu, no to zrobili takie nagranie. I będą dokładać coraz więcej tych misji, prawda? To nie jest koniec gry. Oni ją cały czas robią. No, fajna. Oj!
Good evening. You know who we are. You've seen our symbols on your walls. We are the Resistance, and it's time you knew the truth.
What do you mean I can't say that?
Advance is lying to you.
How can we help you if we don't know who you are?
More than all of this, he was my laughter, my confidant, my friend.
The elderly are not a burden.
So, Mum's made the decision to unburden us, and now we have the chance to start a family.
Membership card is an ID card, no matter what they tell you.
We are getting reports of, oh God, millions of deaths across the continent.
Doesn't your family deserve a nutritious life?
Understand this. There is something wrong with the food.
No more! I've had enough of this shit!
We are not afraid.
Hi,
Oh.
again.
I'm Alex.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Jade. And we are the only members of the Not Games team that are even vaguely camera friendly.
And in my case, very vaguely.
The level that you have just played, our lockdown fever dream, is not the original level that we had planned for the game.
Yeah, that wasn't episode 2.
Oh, this is episode 2, and we really want you to play it.
But the truth of the matter is, we cannot shoot anything until it is safe to do so.
And as of today, June the 17th, no one really knows when that is.
So we have to ask you to just please be patient with us.
We'll still be able to bring you new content.
In fact, we already have. There are all sorts of alternates hidden in that dream.
Yes, there are 3 versions of Mr. Bear.
Jay,
Just there to
Jay,
stop
ruining it
for pages.
Ignore that old bastard.
The moment it is safe to do so, we will start shooting again.
On ma znajomy głos, w tej grze chyba występował ten dziadek po lewej, znaczy dziadek, to nie jest dziadek, ale ten starszy gość.
And I run our Twitch at Not Games UK every other
A, on streamuje.
I'm quite old, so I just sit in front of the camera and look baffled.
And we really don't want to lose contact with you guys.
So, all that really remains is for me to say, once again, thank you so much for playing our little game that could. And of course, see you in episode 2!
Unless the world ends. COVID and all that stuff, you know, things are happening. I might come up with a cure, who knows?
No dobra, no to czekamy po prostu na kolejną część.